Thank you.
Scott, Devin Allen is listed as a starting wide receiver. What did he do in fall camp to win that job?
Devin did everything right. Obviously, he's a world-class athlete. He's got a world-class work ethic. He's really smart. He's tough. He's done all the right things. So, and the best thing that we can hope for is his best days have been in scrimmages and games when the competition's hot. So I hope that carries over to the football field for him, and we're excited to see what he can do.
Obviously Keenan Lowe's got one spot, and then it's Dwayne or Darren. Has that battle been? Why is that tough to decide? I guess.
Just tough to decide because they both deserve to play. Darren is extremely talented. He's come a long way from his freshman year. We're anxious to see him on the field. Dwayne is really, really consistent, making a lot of catches, got a big body. The media, you guys can turn this into a competition thing between them. We're going to play a bunch of receivers because we run so much and play so much. So, if you're one of those top three guys on the outside, all three of those guys are going to play about equally.
Could this be the most dynamic group of receivers you've had since you've been here?
I think it's the most depth we've had at receiver in a long time. We feel good about Charles Nelson, Johnny Lloyd. We feel good about playing. Chance Allen, we feel good about playing. Zach Schuler's done some good things. Obviously, Keenan Lowe. We got three running backs, and a couple of those guys can play outside if need be. It's definitely the most depth we've ever had. Some of the talented guys that we have are really young. So inevitably there might be a mistake or two, but they're really talented too. So we're just trying to bring them along as fast as we can.
There are a lot of highly talented receivers, recruiting-wise, coming through here the last several years, didn't pan out, transfer. What's different about this group? It seems like this group maybe has better staying power.
The thing we can't make a mistake on is we can't recruit receivers that aren't tough. And that's not saying anything bad about anyone, but as much as we expect our receivers to work, as much as we expect them to block, you got to be mentally and physically tough to come in here and get in the type of shape you have to and do the type of things we ask a receiver to do.
Is this the deepest backfield you've had?
Yeah, we've had some really good backfields and a lot of depth. I remember we having LaMichael and Kenyon and DeAnthony, so obviously there's some depth there. Last year, DeAnthony, Byron, and Thomas, and we lose DeAnthony, and now we have Royce stepping in. And some really good guys behind him that I think have kind of got lost in the shuffle. Kenny Bassett's had a great camp. I feel good about putting him on the field. Ayele Ford is trustworthy. We can put him out there. So there's quite a bit of depth there, but we're going to need it through the course of the season.
How much have you tweaked the offense, maybe a percentage or something from last year as far as installing new things, changing a few things up? Just how much you think?
Say it every year. If you're not evolving, then people are going to catch up with you. I think the game has moved a little bit. Every time us or somebody else does something new, about a year or two later, everybody's doing it. So we definitely have some new wrinkles, and we've evolved. We've done a good job around here of having enough things in that we can kind of keep other people guessing a little bit. And we definitely tried to make a few changes this year to do the same thing.
Do you go outside the program to add new wrinkles to get ideas from other coaches, or do you do it internally?
Sometimes. Coach Helfrich is really creative. He's a brilliant guy as far as offensive X's and O's. So a lot of the ideas come from in-house, but we're always over the course of the offseason watching what other people are doing, and if there's something we can add without disrupting the nature of our offense, then we'll do it.
Somebody didn't know Marcus Mariota, and this question's about off the field. How would you describe him as? I'm trying to think. He must be a cool guy off the field, but what would be cool about him?
It's hard for me to come up with descriptive terms for Marcus without sounding cliche or cheesy, but everything you hear about him is true. It's even better. A lot of people go out of their way to act like somebody that's humble and puts the team first. With Marcus, it's genuine.